is it possible to be a trend trader and also be a scalper, or just a small time frame swing trader? If you're on this, if you go to the 1 hour euro dollar today, you had a double bottom, uh, 20 pips below the round here, about 23. We dipped below, and so we've only had 2 days of trading now. Now this is kind of easier pattern here for a buy for a 10 pip run after this, because we fell into this unfair value today. And if you were going to get in on a fractal, 2 hour fractal, you would have a sell stop sitting about right here, because all these, actually, each time you get one of these guys here, you can put a stop in. And this is a 10 pip window here. Here's 20. So you could have had a nice sell limit here. Capture that for at least 10 pips, risking 5. So it's very small risks, and just really, here you would have had a risk 20 if you had stops, sell stops in at that. Now, as the market's up here, you can still put this order in there, and it probably shows up differently on the other time frames. So if you mark this double bottom on the 1 hour and then go to the next time frame, you'll see it jump out. It's a top becomes a bottom. It's actually a double bottom here, but the this is a little higher. So you could run a 15-minute trend line there. So that you want to get on this fractal, you save a couple pips, and then here was the kickback. So now we're going to walk up here and try to get back to, and maybe probably go engulf try to go after the highs on the daily. So this is the thing. As this pressure builds up, it's been going on. This is kind of a swing trade, easy swing trade setting up, just because of the nature of this momentum here. And when, like this pause here, actually turn the moving average up a little bit. Now you could say, well, you should run a longer moving average. You could do that. You could do that, or you could just take the structure turn and just have, if you're listening for this, if you're looking for this becoming a place to get back in, it still raped you. Even if you had a moving average here, how tight would it be? Would it be this one, which may be like a 5 or 8? That would have been beautiful. Here, you could have an envelope. You could have every moving average possible. Put it on there. But I guess it's what do you do with them, and how is it worth the ride of pips? But right now, it's insanely overbaked. If you go to the weekly, it just shear your head off down. This is literally a trend line on this 2 period. Never even took a breath. So this is a very balanced price pulse. It's high probability of this is it. This is the trap. From the standpoint of psychosis, and if you look at the stock market indexes right now, they're climaxing into the previous top. Could be it for the dollar. Gold is on sale, so it's really going to be quite the test. And I think if this nutcracker, this Hillary wins, then you're in huge amount of trouble on the dollar there, because apparently she's just going to open the spigot, and they're just going to go into psycho spend mode. Sky's the limit with somebody that's trying to give the bank away. But this is one of these patterns where this market, man, this is unsustainable down. Price pulse, it's a balanced move, almost nearly a complete, where you just get this one breath here. That's it. This is equal to the other. This is about equal distance, these 2 points here. So triple top, trend line taken out. Goodbye. Problem is, they trapped these bears. And they got them. And then they want to take them all the way up and go all the way. It's just how it is. Look at this comeback. All the way back. All the way. It's just like, now, you try to trend trade that thing, you'd be in there all day. You'd be in there all year. Pretty brutal. You got to pick your. I guess you got to pick your time frame. Like how long you gonna ride this puppy, but maybe a retest tonight. Maybe we go lower, but certainly running out of gas. Getting really, really close to the end here. Looking for a bounce here coming in Asia though. Right here is typically the. Now on the 15, it's a whole different world. Here I'm prepared to buy on any kind of retest below the round handle or at the round handle. So today, you got this big run right up here, 20 pips above, and everybody jumped ship. All the, well, at least the market healed itself and closed its, market's always trying to heal itself after a brutal rape like this where it comes down and it's just, as it's crossing here, this doji, you can just see, well, we just have to fill that one final thing, and now we come back and start it all over again. And here you had a bail. So it's kind of like, well, next place to buy is going to be here, 20 pips deep. I'll buy it 10 pips deep. So I'm just prepared to buy all this stuff to here. And I'm long at the market right now, waiting for the thing to, waiting for all the festivities to go up to here. And then it's about, I guess, selling up there for the bounce back and then buy it when it is like, oh, up and down. But, yeah, that's, that there is the 50 pip yard line right there. And that's right where we, about where we just went to hell there. So they love that 50. And because, it's just easy, right? And that's the pivot. And it's just an amazing double top here right at the on the 15. You can't slice it too much thinner than this because half hour, it's a buy. Total buy off of this. So you have to take that trade. There's nothing you can do about it. So you had to get long here for the ride up. Gonna have to bail here. We could go after this thing tonight. We could just clean house to the north. It's not like it hasn't happened a million times before. You only have to look back a few moments here on any chart, and you can just see the like this one here. I mean, this is nothing more than a complete retest of that, and then a complete re-smash into the last known low. So it's just ricocheting through the floor there. That's all this thing does. So here's your entry here, you bail here, you maybe buy here on a pullback. It is so ridiculous. Here a tag into the 50, bam, down 20. So you could have traded any direction on that. You could be a complete idiot. Sell here. You just can be so stupid. It's so dumb. Trading is so dumb. I used to have a job where I did stuff and people said, well, that's really very artistic. There's nothing artistic about making money. Let's just say there's nobody saying, ooh, nice trade. Sure, genius. No, you just end up with money in your account. Very bizarre. Just occurred to me how it's psychologically disturbing if you have a certain personality. But, it's just, it's odd. So I had this, and that's, it's just how it is. What are you going to do? These things happen. Like, look at this. Look at how this painfully obvious half-hour top-bottom. I don't know, maybe it's just obvious to me, but you got a buy limit sitting here. Even if you missed the ride to here, even if you didn't sell here, you could have got in here, or you could have sold it there. So you can have it either way. And then, so I want to sell this thing if it goes up 40 pips. I go hunt down a script here, and looking for the sell way up in the nosebleeds. I usually overestimate my sells. I'm thinking for a big rally, so here I'll put in for an hour I'll sell 34 pips north. I don't even know what's in this thing, but hopefully it's going to launch. Oh, it seems way up in Disneyland there. So that's unrealistically high, but it doesn't look so bad if you go to the other time frame. So if you go to, say, the 4 hour, well, we're going up. So anyways, in the 4 hour, you can see we're going up. We got a confirmation on my magical 2-period moving average says buy. In fact, it said buy here. So buy here, but the kickback would have killed you. But that's where you're looking for the other time frame. And anybody that's trend trading is, to maximize it. I guess the idea with trend trading is you maximize the move. So the trend's down here, and you want this gust, whoosh, but then you got to get the hell out and cover. Same thing here. You can't just stay short this puppy because they're gonna rope-a-dope you, especially when it quiets down in Asia here. So unless you're speaking Asian, unless you can calm down and relax a little bit. I guess it's a different mentality to make 10 pips when the market's drifting like this. But this is almost a little safer. Like this big smash down here. Of course, this was Friday's close here. Drifted up into the close, and then we completed the move coming into Monday night. And then it got all crazy. So it went all wackadoodle in here because people are like, well, the people that were long from here certainly were like happy to get out. I think there might be nothing back there other than just sheer price. Almost hit the 100 banger. So a lot of people are like, I'm getting the hell out. And you can hardly blame them if they ever rode that down. And so here's the 4 hour mess. I'm looking for this thing to make it to the 50. So I only got 22 pips to go here. So this little blast, and then look for a ricochet off of maybe 20 pips up. So I'll go hunt down a 20 pip sell. Here's 25 for an hour. So I don't think we're going to make it, but this is something I came up with where it's like a little bit of a more dense order pack up there. And that way it goes up there. Sellers are coming in at all these wicks. Okay, this looks like we might have to bail. But tile these things out. Okay. Yeah, that's the half hour is the only thing I can see right now, and then hopefully go up about into this thing. So this is where all fell apart on the 15. So nice thing between a 15-minute in a chart and a 30-minute chart is you can hold the context of the point that happened when you're running the. Plus you can see the cycle there, a nice balanced cycle breaks. So if you built a channel there that was pretty, and then you got the horizontal supports in here on the 15. This is the half hour. So the half hour is a lot less, and you're expecting a poke up into here. You cover, and you look for a place to sell, or you get in on the pullback. So if I was going to sell up in that, I'd look to sell like 15 pips above here. Look for a 15. Here's a 20. So ideally, you put enough orders in there to maximize the margin. I don't know if I got this is probably too close, this order, so to back this thing up. I guess I can't move that. Okay, so probably gonna not take too long to make these pips because at this time of day they go into this Asia thing here. They get crazy. Totally engulf all the way to here, possibly. Like right to possibly right to here. It's not that many pips away. And here was your first. So here's your first entry. Here's your double bottom, and This is the trend line to break way out here. So I'll probably ricochet off this trend line at some point. Pretty small patterns this time of day. But look at this constant retesting here. There's 3 buys. Last one before it leaves the station, but this becomes the big zone all day long. This is the big party. They have a big party just below the 50 yard line there. They go nuts. They love that. So here's the I'll put a sell pack up there. Here's the 15 minutes, 15 pips. So this is kind of a linear script. And this thing, when you get a move like this where the market plunges and retraces, it works. Now here's the 30-minute version. So I'm giving this thing till the top of the hour to go up 15 pips. And hopefully these scripts will be slightly different prices in here. So this is kind of got a ridiculous stop on it, so I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to tighten these things up. I had to tighten these stops up because there's a retracement order for just an insane amount of risk. But I wrote these a long time ago when I didn't trade with stops, so I considered this to be a stop. I figured it was better than no stop at all, you know, have something in here. So here I'm going to make it like 60, so it says 600, but it's actually 60. And I'll make this one slightly tighter at 55, and this, I'll make this 40. So there's a little bit of overlap here. How many of these guys you put in here makes a difference. I gotta change the size here. So the how long this lasts is a big deal. I put 30 minutes in there, and this is the stops. So as this thing's going up, it's going to sell 14 pips above where we're at. The moment you drop this, and I'm pretty risky. I'm looking for a complete smash down. It would be looking for the market to go beneath the current price by, let's see here, 20 pips below, 21 pips below where we're at right now. And then this one's going to scalp it, and this one's going to scalp it. So I'll put a 300 stop. Make this 350. Compile that. Then another thing is if you take the color out of the middle there, that way what'll happen is you will only see the top and bottom of the script because there's so many orders in that bank that you don't want to see them all come in because you won't know when the last one came in. If you don't see the last one, then you got too many orders in. So that could be a problem. So this is what it would look like with just bracketing the top and bottom on that. So maybe I should move the some of the orders down there, but it only lasts for half an hour, so that's the critical aspect of it. And that's really the big deal. How long does it last? Because you can sleep at night or in the morning without having to worry about the criteria not being met. So in a momentum situation, it's like, how fast can it get there? Like this, for instance, took about 2 hours to crash here. It's actually, yeah, here's 1 hour, there's the next hour. So it's all over by then, and totally retraces all the way back to here. So even if you bought here, which you would think was a loss, Your first order was to buy this double bottom, and you hit the stop on like that. You make all the way back to here. Right now, you have the chance to get out of that. In other words, if you were to ride your loser, you could have made it all the way to here. So you would have had but maybe this order here with the stop here was really designed to get out here. But once you saw this happen, you just said, I'm getting out of everything. Now that's what they call discretionary trading, right? You're deciding on the spot, on the fly. Now you could have had that where you just started buying this double top. So you only took about 12 pips of heat here, 20 max. Plus you bought here. You bought everything from here to here because of this. And then some of these guys are scalps, but the ultimate script is going to look like you buy here, you buy here, you buy here, you buy here. It's like Fibonacci, but it's more logarithmic. And that order bank is so light in here on the sell. So first sells here, second sells here, then it's a lot of sells. Then another here, you've done the start, another bank of sells. All designed for the cutback. Market plunges down, can't fill the whole order bank. That's completely okay, as long as you put the ratios in properly. So today, if you had enough money in the account, it's always a consideration, especially when you're gonna like trade the style of I guess you'd have to call it psycho retrace style, but yeah, you're actually looking for this to plunge if you're going to buy this thing in a retrace, because you're not going to start getting in till just above this round handle here. So this kind of thing is as this thing's unloading this, I'm going to start buying on the pullback here. So I'm going to get in super tight. It's almost like getting in at the market here. Because there's always another chance to get on this train. These markets are so volatile and so ridiculous. So here on the 5-minute, goes flat. You're running sell stops or buy stops. So anytime it gets super quiet, you're getting on the stops. So I'm going to get in on pullbacks and limits here. I'm expecting some kind of antics coming into Asia. It's a big kickback. And then zoom. But, yeah. I got to, on these 15-minute scripts here, you can really load up pretty hard because what's the chance this thing's going to go up 40 pips and not go up 60 in 15 minutes? To me, that's the question. And in the 1 hour, it looks totally undoable. I mean, this is coming to Asia here. It's pretty quiet. But you can see on this 1 hour, the here's the pullback into, here's the double bottom, here's the pullback in. You would be getting in on these limits. But I'm actually flat right now, and I can't, if I had $1 for every time I looked at the larger time frame chart and said, gosh, I wish I would have waited for it to retest that low. Like even here, the 4-hour retest here, had you had a crop of orders, and this is only, you start buying here all the way down, but you only filled you this much. But as long as these orders are better than break even, you made quite a pile of money there. And so that's the really the trap. And this was kind of risky to sell. The least risky bar on here has got to be this one. Small range, and the trend's already rolled over. So here's the only confluent trade here trend-wise For the getting into the flow of the market at the least risky point is the small, this is about a 12 pip bar on a 4 hour chart with, we're underneath the trend, so it's okay to sell. You could also try to buy this bounce here, but that totally failed. So the other orders would dominate your short, and maybe you get shorter here on this guy, or this is just your. Of course, when you cross over here with the small candle, you got to think about buying. There's nothing you can do about that because well, it's not a small candle. But I mean, once you crossed over, you're looking for the pullbacks. So now here's the small 4 hour candle. Now we're looking to buy this on pullbacks inside this 4 hour bar right now. Because I've looked at these things so many times and I'm like, oh yeah, that would have been the place to sell that. Okay, so now I'm looking for this big smash up here. So I'm going to try to sell up into this thing. Looking for some psychosis. I'm going to go for the 50 pips. Here, 40 pips sell. Usually where you get the severe overcorrection now. 34 pips. And yeah, I like it when it's just fast money like this. Comes up, rips back. Okay, up and up. Here's the 15-minute one I just, so here's the one I just rewrote. This is the 15-minute one I just did there. But you can make these things any size on the planet. I mean, it's unreal. It's a bottomless pit, really, of what you can do with these scripts is kind of scary. I mean, as far as set it and forget it trading, that's like, I mean, a blanket of orders that canvases a whole zone, and you really don't care. The beauty of this thing is you just don't care. And it's really based on picking a range and how is the market going to keep tanking. It may keep tanking. So if it really heats up, you got to really front run it hard. Like you got to be out. Like this smash down here. When it went quiet here, this had to be the dumbest entry, right? Well, that's about 30 pip 4 hour here. We just drift up here, so that was kind of easy scalp. And even if you didn't get in on time, I think it kicked back in here. Now it's about selling this thing. Anything above the round handle, sell that for the kickback. And I'm going to sell right at that, right wrapped around this thing. But right here is going to be a big resistance zone. So I want to see most of these balls right around here for the pullback. And right now it's about how fast can I get there and how thick can I lay these in where I'm going to get that sweet spot reversal. Now, if you really were to plan this all out, I'm kind of just shotgun trading this thing. But if you're going to be super precise, you could go to a single drop mode here and just keep on dropping in cells of exact prices. How do I put them in here? Like this. You're going to sell right at that 50, and you're going to have your predetermined stop on that. Here's 20 pips to make 40 pips. Oh, that's a buy. That's the wrong order. Pluck this thing out of here. Take the stop out. So yeah, only limits up here, just sell limits. Anything right at the edge for the kickback right here. So just stack all these guys up. and you can just pick a grid width. But yeah, you can make 40 pips off of this round handle here. So this looks like one of these engulfing patterns. Just don't understand why that chart doesn't come up like that. So I'm coming into my sell zone now. And I like running this big grid thing. Because if you get the sizing right on this, then you can just walk away from this stuff and you know exactly what's inside that as far as all the prices. So here are 20 pips, here's 10 pips. So it's pretty aggressive. It's going to get in from here all the way to this 10. Now you can start, as the market calms down here, it looks like it's going to pull back. This is where, so if you have no orders in this grid zone here in this, looking for to buy anything that comes flying back now. So now I have to put in deeper orders because the market's just moved up further. So I'll put in some 30 pips deep in 2 hours and 20 pips deep in 2 hours and 10 pips deep in like 2 hours. So that's kind of completed its move there. So I'm selling up into that. And now it's just going to be like, okay, they're going to play 30 pip rope-a-dope now, I suppose, for the rest of the night. So you can see on the 15. But usually boring as ever, and waiting for the hysteria to kick in here. Try to make some money on the psycho spikes tonight. This was beautiful, beautiful smash around the round tonight, or this, and then the retracement. So it just goes to show you that people talk about the trading's over after the London Open. They're like, well, by 12 o'clock, trading's over, but this whole retracement here. So this is the climax of the day. Here's a retest. And this is quite a bit of pips here. Supposedly the time of day when trading's over. And comes back into here. But, I mean, if you're not into these violent moves, like say you bought here for here and you sold up here, you know, for a lot of people, that was it. They were done for the day. That was the trade. This is I guess the London Open comes up and retests here. Bam. It's over. Here's the follow through. And then the so it looks to me like I'll be buying anything below here tonight for that. And even if it only does this, that works totally for me. Retracement city. I guess I'm a retracement trader. That's just how it is.